think you should.
What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Stellar. So shout out to Michael Maldonado. If you guys want to be shouted out in tomorrow's video, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave a comment below telling me what your top altcoin is. Otherwise, how would I know? Otherwise, let's get on with today's episode. We're on the cryptocurrency market cap right now, and I'm just refreshing the page so we can get a better view at what exactly is happening, and we can stay up to date with the current price. So the market cap right now is $445 billion, which is about a $10 increase, I believe, $10 billion increase, not $10, whoa, from yesterday. We have a 24-hour volume of 25 billion and a Bitcoin dominance at 36%. So slightly higher than where we were at yesterday, but only by like 0.2%. I'm scrolling down and checking out Bitcoin's price, Ethereum. I've had a lot of questions from other people asking me kind of to, I guess, dumb down what I'm talking about and explain more thoroughly. See, I want to grow with you guys, and I'm trying to target both audiences, the ones that are maybe intermediate with cryptocurrency, and then we have a lot of beginners that want to learn too. So I'm going to try and explain things a little more clearly, so hopefully that will help you. So Bitcoin right now has a market cap of $160 billion. So that is how much money total is in Bitcoin. Like, if you think of it as a stock, the company Bitcoin is worth $160 billion. One Bitcoin costs $9,418, and the change in the price has not appreciated or depreciated in the past day. We have a circulating supply of 17 million Bitcoins. That's how many Bitcoins are in its circulation right now. Ethereum hasn't really decreased at all. I don't consider this a move. At $767, we have Litecoin ever so slightly up. I don't count it as anything at 167%. So we'll talk about that. Stellar at 40 cents. Not really moving that much. You can notice that Litecoin is now in the number 6 spot. It's been there for like 2 days now. We bopped in front of Cardano, which took over, and we went to number 7 a few days ago, but we're back in it now, so that's pretty cool. EOS is going to be the next thing we're going to have to try and break. That's only a $5.5 billion more in the company, so there's not much that can move into Litecoin very quickly, so we'll see. We're looking at Litecoin right now on the charts. We're looking at it on the daily. I'm going to zoom outwards into the weekly. So when I zoom out into the weekly, guys, if this loads for us. So we're on the weekly right now, and what I want you guys to notice is this pennant flag, this triangle, this symmetrical triangle breakout. You notice we had this movement upwards, and we kind of all channeled within these lines. These lines are not on tradingview.com, the website I use. I have to manually draw these in based on how I view the market. So right now, you can see that we clearly have had a huge uptrend. We broke out of this symmetrical triangle. We're moving up. Slight consolidation right here, a slight pullback, which is okay. You'll notice that the market's RSI, relative stochastic indicator, which basically tells us whether we are extremely overbought or whether we are extremely oversold or whether we're in the middle, basically seeing how many people are trying to or have bought too much too quickly or have sold too much too quickly. It's an indicator that we usually go the other way when that happens. But right now, on the weekly, we are only at 50, so we're pretty much at base level. We can go up, we can go down, and that's where we want to see Litecoin at when we expect or anticipate a movement upwards or at a quicker movement upwards. I'm now looking at the daily, and when I zoom outwards here, you'll notice, hopefully you guys can notice what I'm seeing. So yesterday we had, and this morning, we had some consolidation, guys. We had a pullback. So we can now extend our uptrend just a little bit slighter. Like that, and like this. Okay. So you can clearly see what happened. We had this trend channel that we were going in for quite a while. And we broke down from it. Consolidated at this huge support level, and broke up. Seeing resistance at this RSI, at the MMA, middle moving average, the high and low, green and red band. We faced resistance, broke through, went up, retested this top, this uptrend, which I figured was going to be some resistance, and that's what we see. Could not break it. Tapped it and fell. We fell going back down to the red band for support. We held it. Started a new candle, held it again. Started a third candle, fell below, but came right back up to retest. So that was pretty nice to start a new candle off. I like how this is held. I anticipated the red band to hold. And you can now see we're moving upwards. So that's a very good indicator, I think, for Litecoin. You'll notice when we went to these high prices, we were almost in the overbought region, which is up here. But we actually consolidated ever so slightly. We're now at $170, which is right currently at the 58 on the RSI. And the last time we were at this level was right here, and you'll notice we were at around 65, so around 7, I don't even know how you'd call it, I guess 7% higher. And that is good because we are now lower at a lower RSI, higher at a lower RSI, so there's more potential to move upwards. I do think we will go upwards. You'll notice even if this channel, if we can't break into it, it's still okay, because if you notice, this is an extremely quick moving uptrend that on the 200 this uptrend reaches is on the 11th of May. That's only, sorry, bad at math, 4 days later. That's 4 days from now. This reaches $200. So if we were to break the $170 resistance that Litecoin has, we can expect to see this move up to that $200 region without really seeing much resistance. We can find the resistance by zooming out and kind of seeing where we see support and resistance levels at. There may be something at the 183 mark, but not much until we get to that $200 region. So it'll be very interesting. I do think we have the potential to move upwards. I think we will move upwards. Looking at the 4-hour now, you'll notice when I zoom out, a more in-depth review of what we just talked about, mainly because each candle now represents 4 hours instead of one whole day. So you can see we went up, tried to break this support level here, which you can see was acting as support as we moved up, and could not break it. We couldn't break through. We were extremely overbought, and we needed to pull back. We are now currently at, like I said, 167 on the 4-hour with a an RSI of 53. Last time we were at 70 was right here, and check this out, guys. I really want you to notice this. This is huge. So the last time we were at 167 was right in this area. And if we look down, we were right here, which is around 75, which is 4% higher into the overbought region. This is overbought, this zone. We're now at that same price level right here, and we're only down here at around 50. So look at that. We're at the same price level, but we were extremely overbought on the RSI over here, and now we're at the same price level, and we're all the way down here at 50. So we have this much more potential to go up. We have this much more potential to go up. Last time, we could not go up. We really couldn't. So that's why we went higher up into that overbought region, but we eventually pulled back, which is what usually happens when we are overbought in this zone. So anticipate, what I'm looking for, guys, is a movement back up to retest this uptrend. We should move up and retest right around $200. That's where I predict our next move in Litecoin will be, right around that $200 mark. So anticipate that. Is there resistance? Yeah, actually on the 4-hour it's showing a small resistance level right where we could not top off and break. Right around here. You'll notice that we have some bottoming right here, some uptrend, and right here again. Zoom out a little farther. We even came back down. So yeah, this does seem to be a pretty chunky zone to see some issues maybe with Litecoin. But I do think with enough volume, it should be very easy and quite simple for Litecoin to break through. And I do think we will. So, ooh, that was not planned. Whatever. Let's go back. If you guys want to know how to add that, you click the indicators mark right here. You then type the relative, or sorry, right there, relative strength index. And then bam, now you have this graph that I use. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Moving on to Bitcoin right now. We're looking at the 4-hour. You can clearly see it's having the same issue as Litecoin was. We were in this upwards channel, broke through, went back up to retest, could not break above this. Look at how hard we tried to break above, but couldn't. And then we fell. Seeking a bounce off of the MMA on the 4-hour, bounced up back to this $9,400 region, and are now currently sitting, wow, at a 46 RSI. And the last time we were at that price was right here, sitting right at around a 75 RSI, or 70 RSI. So that is 30% higher. So interesting, we have the same price levels, but we're extremely different on the RSI. So that's why I think we have a lot more potential right now to move back upwards. So I'm honestly anticipating Litecoin and Bitcoin to continue this uptrend, maybe face some problems here, and then go back up and retest that upwards channel that we have, that moving channel. Obviously up here, we're looking definitely to see a $10,000 Litecoin very, very soon. This week, maybe next week, I do anticipate to see that $700 Litecoin. We now look at Ethereum, which I think is the most interesting graph of them all. Check this out, guys. Hopefully you're noticing what I'm looking at. Hopefully you guys have some stock in Ethereum or are holding some cryptocurrency in Ethereum. You'll notice back here we had this breakout and we've just been flying up with the price. We're looking at this on a daily. We are hovering at this upwards overbought region, but you can see we have this extremely bullish, extremely strong uptrend that we are holding so tightly. Managed to go up. We broke through this resistance right here, straight away from the support level, getting a little cocky, moved up higher, but now came back down like I thought. This candle had me worried, but we went all the way down to 693, broke below 700, came back up and now above the support level. So if that's not an indicator that this is a huge, strong, bullish uptrend, I don't know what is. You can now see we're now starting a new candle very close to that uptrend and are now continuing to go up. So that's, I believe, a sign for the rest of the market that when we see Ethereum hugging this line, I'm honestly anticipating Ethereum to move upwards here and eventually retest that $877 level. And when we see volume push Ethereum higher, which we should expect to see today and tomorrow, which I anticipate because of how close we are to that uptrend, we will see a lot of volume come into Ethereum as well as Bitcoin and Litecoin, so we should see those pump as well. Lastly, we look at Stellar. So shout out to you again, Michael Maldonado. And this does seem to be a very interesting token. I think it's a good choice for something to review. So basically, right now I'm drawing support levels and resistance levels. Basically, any point where I'm seeing a lot of resistance or contact with that line, at least 3, I would consider to be a support level or resistance. And I'll explain what a resistance and support is in a second. So here we go, just drawing some in, the price we're at right now. Up here as well. Actually, we won't even draw that. So right now this is acting as support because you can see we came down and bounced up off of it. It's kind of acting as a shelf or a floor for us to go up. And then when the price is below it, it acts as a ceiling, a price ceiling. You can see how many times it tried to break above this ceiling and we couldn't. And we fell. We saw the floor down here that we held, went up, faced the ceiling again, came back down, and I went up. This is a high-low middle moving average that flows with the price of Stellar, and it's usually used as support or resistance depending on if we're above or below it. You can see how right now it's acting as support. We bounced up off of it, and now we're doing it again, bouncing up off of it again. So you can see that that's pretty cool. Now when I go to the daily, we'll get a better look at where this price is moving. So I can somewhat see an uptrend, which is interesting. a little tricky to draw. If I drew it earlier, I probably would have done something like that, but look at how quickly it broke through. If not this, so I'm just going to draw it out like that. Reason being is we do have touches here to that level, and we're now bouncing off it again. So it's possible that Stellar is using that as a support level. Also, we have a clear downtrend line to the breakout. Hopefully you guys notice this too. I'm going to get rid of the RSI for a second to draw this out bigger. But hopefully this is a pretty obvious chart. You can see how we followed the downtrend. And as soon as we got to the high-low MMA, we caught up and we popped up and we broke out of that. And now we are continuing to go higher. Straying away, though, from this support level, we were too high and consolidated back to it and are now using it again as support. So honestly, we may see a movement upwards with Stellar. Now, interesting enough, I do think we will face some more resistance right here. I guess Stellar's highest price was like 51 cents. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not it can break that price again, because it's coming very close to retesting some all-time highs. So that should be very interesting. You can also see the price that shot up all the way from a penny to 36 cents in a day. So that's pretty wild. But based off that, you can now see the uptrend. This is its all-time high. It's been, I just noticed, trading low for quite a while. But you can see the breakout we had, the breakout. And it seems to be going on an uptrend. Honestly, a very clean, clear-cut uptrend. So anticipate resistance at the 45-cent level. Expect it to break above and come back down to that support level that's right here. And it's kind of hard to say how much higher it can go due to the fact that we don't have any more all-time highs over here. So it'll be interesting. But we're definitely headed in an uptrend. The market is, I would confirm, bullish. So otherwise, hopefully you guys liked the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave some comments below. I love hearing all your guys' opinions. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.